Howdy folks, this is Chris with Big Guys Hike 2, and today I'm on the Greenbelt Trail in Houston, Texas. I am down here for my checkup for my cancer. It's a follow-up. It's at the 18-month mark, and I have to be down here for a week to go to a few different appointments. And while I'm down here, I'm trying to get some exercise in. So I found this trail near where I'm staying, and I'm going to go for a little hike on it. Hopefully do hour and a half hike. Might do 2 if I feel good at the 1 hour mark, but we'll see. Anyway, a lot of you might not know, but I found out I had cancer, and it's when I decided that it was time to get a little more serious about my health. And my mom passed away just 3 weeks after I found out I had the cancer, and unfortunately she never got to find out what treatment I got or anything like that, so that's one of the ones I got to live with. But I decided, got to quit making excuses. I lost a little bit of weight, and then I got my radiation treatment, and at first I thought it wasn't that bad, and then the radiation sickness came in, and a lot worse than I thought it was. So had a little self-pity party, gained a little bit of that weight back. So I ended up, unfortunately, for the first time in like almost 10 years, went above 300 pounds. I was at 306. And that's when I finally woke up and said, you know what, once again, keep screwing around. So went into the doctor, started trying to get everything situated, got all my blood work done. Unfortunately, my cholesterol, blood pressure, all that stuff was elevated. My diabetes was out of control. So I went and saw the endocrinologist because I was tired of talking with my doctor, who didn't seem to be doing anything but wanting to put me on metformin and keep me on that, even though I don't do well on metformin, and I try to tell him that. So the endocrinologist put me on Mounjaro and 2 other medications. I've responded so well to the Mounjaro that I'm no longer on the other 2 medications. The cholesterol medicine, I was on 2, I'm on 1 now, and I'm about ready to stop taking that one after I get home from this checkup, if it goes all well. And then that leaves me with the blood pressure medicine. My blood pressure is normal now, and I want to wean off of that, and that will put me off all the medications except for the diabetes medicine. And then I'm on 2 medications for my cancer, but that's gonna be the way it is. So really cool thing was, I went to my appointment Monday and had to weigh in, and when they put it in the computer alarmed and gave this, oh my God, he lost over 10% body fat. And doctor's like, are you okay? Is there anything we need to worry about? And I was kind of chuckling because I'm like, I been trying to lose weight, so that actually makes me feel really good that I lost that weight. I've lost 42 pounds so far. I'm down to 264 pounds. My goal is to be under 200, so I only have 64 more pounds to go, and I'm going to reach that goal. I set a pretty hefty deadline of the end of the year, and I didn't think I was going to make it, but it looks like I have a shot at making it. But I'm not going to get too worked up if I don't, because even if I stayed at this weight, I'd just call it a win. But I'm going to keep going and keep losing, and try to get out a little more on the trails and hike a little bit more. But I got to build up my strength and all that stuff. So that's how that's going. So they have those warnings on there for weight loss because people with cancer, some of the cancers can cause unexpected weight loss, and then the chemo and radiation therapy can also cause you to lose too much weight too quickly. So that's why it was on there, but it kind of made me feel good. Like you said, it's always nice somebody mentions that you look like you lost some weight, or that you're looking thinner and stuff like that, and to have the computer freak out and the doctor freak out that you lost so much weight since the last time you saw him 6 months ago, that's a really good feeling. So everything's going really well with that, and I'm pretty excited with some other things going on. I'm going to the gym. I have some problems with my nerve in my neck and in my shoulder, and I started a peptide that I'm taking that's supposed to help with healing and joints and things like that, nerve damage. And I've been on it for 2 weeks now, and I'm starting to feel a lot difference in that, and it's pretty good. I'm getting range of motion in my neck again, and my shoulders. I'm getting a lot more range of motion in there. I don't know if anybody remembers, but I was in a car wreck about 2 years ago. It caused me to have real bad damage in my left shoulder and in my neck. And then like 15 years ago when I was in the military, I was in a rollover that screwed up my middle back, and that's what made it so I couldn't run or do any kind of impact type exercise or sports. And that was kind of the downfall of me gaining weight and everything, was not being able to be active like I normally was, and unfortunately having bad eating habits. So now I'm on this Mounjaro, and I can't say enough good things about it. A lot of my content's been about the Mounjaro, and let me tell you, with these GLP-1 antagonists, including Mounjaro and like Ozempic and Robelos, I think's the other one, and there's a couple other ones. If you are having problems with diabetes or weight, I would highly recommend going on if you've failed a lot of times with your other exercise. Now, what I will warn you is it is not a catch-all where you just take the shot and you don't have to do any work or any changes in your diet and think that's going to do it by itself. You'll lose the weight, but the studies are showing that anybody that goes on it for weight loss and then stops after they've lost the weight but haven't changed anything end up gaining not only the weight they lost, but even almost double what the weight they lost. So you got to make changes. I'm on a high protein, low carb diet, and I'm eating about 2,000 calories a day. I go to the gym pretty much every day to weight train. I took the last week and this week off of weight training to let my shoulder, my neck heal and give this drug an opportunity so I can get back in the gym and hit it again. I've been hitting it for about 6 months straight hard, so it was time to take a little breather and fully recover and then go back at it real hard again. So that's what I'll do when I get home this weekend. So my blood sugars are averaging 101. I have a dextrose continuous monitor, and my average is 101 now that I'm up to the 10 milligram dose of the Mounjaro. The last time I was on the 7.5 a month ago. I did I think my average is about 115 for blood sugars, and my A1C was drawn and it was 5.7. The time before that it was 5.7. So I'm doing really good, and now that it's lowered even more with the higher dose, I'm really hoping that this time in a couple months, I think 2 more months, I get it tested again, that it will be down in the lower 5, and that will officially mean that I have normal blood sugars. So that's the goal. And then once I lose all the weight, I am going to attempt to try to wean myself off the medication, but the endocrinologist seems to think it's going to be something I'm just going to have to continue on. I may be able to lower the dose, but I'll probably have to stay on it. So we'll see how that works. I've proven them wrong about a whole bunch of different things over and over again, because a lot of times I just think their experiences with people that don't try hard enough, and if you're committed and willing to do the work, I think there's a lot to be said about positive attitude, positive diet, and a positive workout ethic. So I don't take days off. When I'm not feeling good, I go to the gym anyway, and well, the worst I do is I just do a light day that day, but I go. And I find a lot of times once I'm in there and start working out, I get past all the boo-boos and pity and all that other stuff and get going. If I absolutely get to the gym and it's just time to go home, then I go home. I've only done that once in 6 months, where I went to the gym and came home, and I think I might have missed 2 workouts the whole 6 months where I didn't go to the gym. So got to stay consistent. As far as diet, I think with this drug, It is so easy to stay on your diet. It's unreal. I love that about it. It's the first time in my life where I don't really feel like I'm struggling on a diet, even though I'm on a pretty restricted caloric intake. I don't feel like I'm missing out. Now, because of diabetes, I can't eat all the sweets and things like that, which I never was a big sugar kind of guy, but I do miss the pastas and the breads. And on this 10, I've been experimenting a little bit where I go on, you know, a little bit more carbs. So that's good. And so I'm done rambling on, and I'm gonna finish my hike, but finish this video first because nobody wants to watch me talk for an hour and a half. But I'm out here alone because my wife couldn't get off work to come with me, so I'm down here for a week by myself. I'm glad I got good news from the thing. I have a friend that I've been friends with in the Army since 2000, almost 25 years now, and it's been 24 years, so next year will be 25. But I'm staying with her and her family while I'm down here. So the problem is they're working and gone all day, so it's kind of me by myself during the day. But that gives me time to go walk and hike. The weather hasn't been cooperating too good yesterday, but and the day before I was in doctor's appointments all day. So hopefully walk today, tomorrow, and I fly out first thing Friday and go home. So I'm hoping my last appointment tomorrow brings some good news, and then I'm done. And so with that being said, I'm going to conclude my video. And I once again want to thank everybody for watching. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to be notified of new content, hit the notification bell. And as always, please leave comments below and I will answer any questions, and I will try to read every comment. It's one nice thing about only having 300 or so people is I can go through all the comments. So with that, remember, plan your hike, hike your plan.